Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I hope, class, all of you must be well. This is the assignment number one uh, for our subject. The marks of this assignment are 10, and I will decide the weightage later. I will discuss with you the weightage of this assignment later in the evaluation sheet. This assignment is about the different topics we have already discussed in our lectures. This is about the vision and mission. I have explained in the lecture as well, but we'll have to go through the other literature that how to write down the vision and the mission. We have already differentiated between the vision and mission. Then we have discussed in detail about the environmental analysis, external environment, internal environment, and task for the competitive environment. Most importantly, this assignment is about SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. I have discussed this topic in the lecture in detail, and we've also discussed that how we can develop the different matrices for strength, weakness, opportunities, or threat. Then most importantly, we have discussed the different matrices, that how we can make the decisions, how we can decide about the best alternative among the different available alternatives. We have discussed about the internal factor evaluation matrix, external factor evaluation matrix, and competitive profile matrices. So this assignment is about all of these topics. Most importantly, you will have to carefully go through the lectures, class lectures. Now let's briefly discuss that how you should attempt this quiz. The first thing is you'll have to go through the lectures carefully. Now, because we are taking the online classes and there's rare face-to-face, communication. So you just note down important points from the lecture. And now this noting down of the point lecture is very important, because I will give preference to all of the discussions which have been included in this lecture, all the comments in this lecture. So the main point is you should have listened to the lecture carefully. You should note down important points, and along with these arguments and points discussed in the lecture, you can also include a little part of your own thoughts about the topic. But the major portion should be the same comments which have been discussed in the lecture. Please note down the assignment due date and time. You will have to submit this assignment up to 22nd March up to 10 p.m. I will not extend this deadline, so please try to submit within time. And I will also upload this assignment on the university class portal. You will have to submit soft form, upload on the class portal. Now class, these are the exact questions of this assignment. First of all, you will have to define the vision and mission for your university. Now these vision and mission should be in the form of statements, but for that vision and mission, you should identify the basic environments according to your own judgment, according to your own knowledge. And after that analysis, you can define the vision and mission for your university. Then conduct the SWOT analysis and try to prioritize. I've already discussed the SWOT analysis in the lecture and how we can prioritize the different things. So you'll have to identify the different strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Again, you can identify these things on the basis of your own judgment, on the basis of the information you have about the university. And it will be better if you give some argument in the support, whatever the factors you identify. Then you'll have to identify the criteria of higher studies for university selection. Suppose you want to take admission in some other university, for higher studies. So for that purpose, you have to identify the criteria, and we've already discussed that how we can identify the criteria. This criteria can be related to the internal environment, can be related to the external environment, or can be related to the competitive environment. You can include all of these factors in one single matrix. Then you'll have to compare your university with at least two other universities, competitive universities, on the basis of IFE, EFE, or CPM. So you'll have to not develop the separate matrices for each of these. In the same matrix, you can identify the different factors relating to the internal, external, or competitive environment. Now, again, I've already discussed that how we can develop these matrices. Then in the end, you will have to prefer on the basis of this analysis that which university you will prefer. In the end, you can also give the suggestions and recommendations for your own university for improvement. Again, your arguments, your justification should be there, whatever you identify, and do not be so descriptive. You can give the briefly the arguments and justifications for the different factors you have identified. And again, it is all on the basis of your own information, on your own judgment, and arguments and justification will be important for all of this analysis. The most importantly, I would like to tell you the most important thing about attempting the assignment. You will have to avoid the plagiarism for this assignment and for all the future assignments. And I will straight away cancel all the assignments which are plagiarized. So plagiarism simply means you cannot copy from any of the source, whether these are the internet sources or the books. No doubt you can consult the internet, you can consult the different books, you can go through the different lectures, but whatever you write, that should be your own words. And it will be better if you give the reference as well. You can give the reference of internet site or the book from which you will code the different materials, but even then you will have to write in your own words. And the assignment should not be copied with each other. I will again cancel all these copied and plagiarized assignments. Length will not be important, but the quality will be important. So try to be specific while attempting the assignment, and avoid the plagiarism, as I told you. So this is all about the first assignment. Good luck. Allah Hafiz.